Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We are live and direct from I'm from London. I'm in the London side, and we have Dr. Dolly in the Lagos Victoria Island studio. Good evening, Dr. Dolly. How are you?
I'm fine, Mr. Tony. And you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I've got a lot of feedback for you from yesterday. People were so happy to see you. A lot of people missed you. They were sending their happy New Year, and they're so excited. They're so excited to say what's going to happen today. So, what do you have on for us today?
Oh, today is a whole new ball game altogether because it's the concluding part of what we started yesterday. Every time you eat, you are either feeding your body or you're either feeding a disease or you're fighting it. So today we're going to look at how to feed your body with disease with the food you eat. So that is what we're going to do today because previously we did feeding your body or fighting the disease with your food. Today is feeding the disease with your food. How do we do that? I know that most of us don't really know because nobody wants to feed itself with or him or herself with disease. So most of them don't know. So those silent points are what we're going to bring about at the very forefront today. So today promises to be very enriching and very eye-opening.
Fantastic, fantastic. I mean, that sounds strange. Feeding your body or feeding your disease. Yeah, yeah.
Feeding diseases with your
Feeding
food.
disease.
You're
Uh,
feeding your body diseases by the
okay.
food you eat. How do you
Okay,
do that?
so it's like a follow on really. First feeding your body to fight disease, and now how do you? Is it on you unconsciously? You unconsciously because you said nobody would
Unconsciously. No,
unconsciously.
nobody would do such a thing deliberately.
Yeah. So if you like yourself, then you need to listen to the program today, because what you
Oh
need to
yes,
do. So really and truly, I think we're looking at avoiding certain things or having less of certain things. Am I right?
that's right.
Okay, great. So
That's
what I'm
right.
going, I just also want to mention that we will be having a special guest on the call, and I think Dr. Dolly is probably going to also ask the special guest a few questions about food. Also, the special guest we're going to have on the show is Serap. Some of you know Serap from the Food for Life programs that we do in Lagos and in Ghana and all over the place. And Serap is really our Food for Life coach. And really, why she's coming on the show is because she's got a new program starting, which is in conjunction with Dr. Dolly and Chef Jessica, which is a 30-day Restore Your Health Challenge. 30-day Restore Your Health Challenge. That's really detoxify the body. Detoxify the body. I think Dr. Dolly, detoxifying your body. What do you feel? What do you feel about that program?
Oh, yes, I think it's a very fantastic program. And I also have it on a bonus slide on how actually you can detoxify your colon, especially to avoid colon cancer. So, people for today, they are in for a very jolly ride today. Loads and loads of information.
Well, you know what? I'm so excited, and the people are excited. They're logging on now, and they're checking you, and they're seeing you live from YouTube, from Facebook. And I'll say to you guys, live on Facebook or YouTube, please like and subscribe and share, because everybody needs to know more about how is it that you unconsciously feed your disease with food. Okay, so
That's right.
over to you, Dr. Dolly. Yeah.
Okay, welcome everyone to today's fresh episode of Your $1 Billion Body. And I am your usual anchor, Dr. Dolly, and I'm coming to you from our Victoria Island head office of Salad Masters in Lagos. And also, Mr. Tony is reaching you live from our London studios. And we also have another guest who is by name Sarah, and she'll be coming on shortly also to also bring us or enlighten us also about her 30-day food challenge. Now, we now go into the program properly. Yesterday, we were talking about every time you eat, you are either feeding a disease or you're fighting it. And yesterday, we looked closely on the aspect of you feeding your body and also fighting the disease. How you fight disease by eating the right food. And today, we're looking at how you feed diseases into your body by eating the wrong foods, the ones you know and the ones you don't know about. We are trying to go into that today and then let you have your questions ready for us as we get along. Now, we have a special online guest. She's already here. So please, Sarah, welcome to your $1 billion body. Hello and welcome to your $1 billion body. Audio, it's like we're having audio problems.
I think Serap, can you hear us? I know Serap is live from
I
Turkey.
can hear you, but
Wow, I love technology. I love technology. Serap, can you imagine this? We have our Lagos VI studio with Dr. Dolly, and we have our special guest in Turkey at the moment. Are you in Turkey at the moment, Serap?
yes, I am in Turkey at the moment.
Fantastic. So, Dr. Dolly, you wanted to ask
Yeah,
Sarah,
I can notice.
and I'm obviously in London. So, Dr. Dolly, you wanted to ask Sarah a few things. Do you want to start now, or how do you want to do it?
Okay. So, Sarah, I know that the guests or the viewers are very, very curious to know what you have for us today. So please have the floor.
Sure, I couldn't really hear you clearly, but yes, you probably asked. Would you like me to
Oh,
introduce
sorry about
myself
that.
because
Sarah, your volume is low. Your volume is low, Sarah. We can't hear you clearly. I don't know whether maybe what we'll do is we'll come back to you, yeah, once we can
sure,
sort out the
okay,
volume. So I think, Dr. Dolly,
absolutely fine.
over to you. Dr. Dolly, over to you in the studio in Lagos, VI. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. Welcome back to once again, guests and viewers. Now, as you already know on this program, Dr. Dolly's show, in conjunction with Salad Master, we are on a mission to show everyone how easy, fast, and economical it actually is to enjoy delicious, healthy, and fresh foods, and show you also how to live a healthy lifestyle while you're on it. I'm sure right now that almost everyone is paying attention to the rising rates of illnesses and obesity in our environment today. And also, there's massive amounts of research that points to one major culprit of this. It points fingers to fake, overly processed, nutrient void, and chemically enriched foods that people have access to these days because they are fast and we don't have time to cook like we think. And our bodies in the process get confused when you put these unnatural and foreign food like items in them. Some ingredients like monosodium glutamate, hydrolyzed proteins, and then hydrogenated fats. The body gets confused. What is all this? And the more we manipulate our foods also by stripping them out of all the nutrients in them, playing with genetic modifications, and then spraying some of this food with toxins. The more unrecognizable these substances are in our body, the sicker we actually become. Today, we want to look at the things we do or the things we feed our body unknowingly to us or unconsciously. We are actually feeding diseases to our body by the things we eat, by the food choices we make, and the lifestyle we choose to live. Now, I broke it down in 5 simple ways. How do you feed diseases to your body? Fine, I have a question to ask our viewers today. Did you have breakfast today? Did you have lunch? Are you eating right now? What do you have on your plate right now? What did you have on your plate during breakfast? And what did you have on your plate during lunch? If if most of your calories are coming out of a box or a takeout container, you are still eating processed chemical laden foods. And these contain enormous amounts of added sugar, salt, and fats. And over time, as we've always said in this show, added sugars accumulated in the blood causes diabetes mellitus, type 2 especially. Added salt accumulation in the bloodstream will give you hypertension. Added fat also endangers your heart by causing hypercholesterolemia and heart diseases. Another aspect also that you need to look at is how you prepare your food and where are the sources of the food that you give to your body or you feed your body. Now, unhygienic food preparation is the second point. Foods can be contaminated by so many things. It can be contaminated by death, feces, chemicals, pathogenic organisms, even infected water. What we call healthy food is health promoting foods that are made in clean environments with clean water by a healthy cook. If you have clean food, clean environment, clean water, and the cook happens to be infected, the food also is in danger. So that is also one of the ways in which you can infect yourself. So in as much as we are living in a fast-paced world, we don't have time to cook and everything, there are some foods, or at least you have 3 types of meal every day. If you can make 2 of those meals, it's very important because that way you are assured of who is making the meal, the environment the meal is made from, and how it is being prepared. Anything less than the results coming from a healthy environment, you are consuming infection-laden food, which can cause so many things, starting from stomach upset, diarrhea, vomiting of blood, otherwise known as hematemesis, typhoid fever, E. coli infections, gastroenteritis, dysentery, hepatitis A and B, to mention but a few. These are just another way of feeding diseases to your body. Because if your food is contaminated, the next thing that follows is you being sick. So you just fed your body with diseased food. As you already, okay, so that is the second one. The third one now of how we feed our bodies with diseases is restrictive diets. People go on restrictive diets due to a whole variety of reasons. The first thing we should know is that humans love to eat. Yes, we do love to eat. It is in our DNA to eat. But some people, because of the nature of their jobs, like models, make some restrictive dietary plans where they kind of starve themselves like 60% of the time because they want to get into a certain body size to fit in with their job description. Or you just want to lose weight, or you're in somehow high-falutin diet where they restrict you. You don't get to eat protein, you don't get to eat carbs, you don't get to eat all those things. Forgetting that actually for the body to function optimally, you need the 6 classes of food to do that. So restricting your diet to certain different types of food with whatever intention you have, it's not going to augur well for the body because this causes the body to become generally weak. And when the body is weak, the immune system is also weak, leaving the body open and defenseless in the face of an attack from harmful organisms. That's what these restrictive diets do. So when you restrict your diet to certain or specific kind of food types, you are opening yourself up for diseases because over time, if you keep on doing this because you want to attain a particular shape or size, over time, the body will start giving you signs that it is not being properly nourished and is not being fed 6 classes of food. And you start having deficiency diseases or having all kinds of diseases because the body is actually open. Additionally, Such restricted diets lack so many vital nutrients, like I mentioned before, impairing the repair of worn out body tissues and maintenance of a healthy body. So we are now on the third causes or third ways in which you can actually feed diseases to your body. Because don't forget, we mentioned that each time you eat or every time you eat, you are either fighting a disease or you're feeding a disease. Yesterday's own, we dealt with how you can feed to fight diseases, and today we are dealing on how you feed to feed your body of diseases, knowingly or unknowingly. Now, on the fourth point, another way in which you can feed diseases to the body is through allergens. Allergens are those substances that your body are allergic to. When they come in contact with your system, it elicits a kind of allergic reaction that most of the time is detrimental to health. When you consume foods that have allergens in them or that you're allergic to, it causes abdominal bloatedness. Examples of such foods are some dairy foods. Most people are lactose intolerant, wheat, gluten, refined sugars. Depending on the one you are allergic to, if you feed it to your body, you're directly feeding disease to your body. They can cause an immune response and inflammation or swelling occurs. So, such allergic reactions can be so intense that the respiratory system and even the cardiovascular system are compromised, and some can be as dire as leading to death. So, my advice on this will be before you go on experimenting spree with any kind of food that you haven't eaten before, be sure to ascertain what exactly the food contains to avoid giving your body what it violently reacts to. Not every kind of food is personally good for you, so pick your food. So at this stage, I would like to go back to our London studio to ask Mrs. Tony if there's something they have more for the viewers. Volume.
Hello. I was talking to myself.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Uh,
can hear you right
yeah.
now.
Thank you very much. We're enjoying it. We've got a few comments, which obviously I'm going to share with you, regarding some questions. But like you said, feeding disease is unconscious, and the
Yeah,
type of foods that we should be eating depends on what we're tolerant to and what we're not, based on what you're saying.
that's
And
right.
also some of them are quite bad anyway, regardless. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we have syrup on the line again. And I'm hoping this time, from Turkey, this is from Turkey. So we've gone completely around the world. We are in Nigeria, then we're in Turkey, and we're in London. So obviously there's a question that's been asked, which I think let's bring syrup in just to help us with this question also, because it refers to some of the food, organic food. Yeah. Um, so
Okay.
syrup, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me this
Oh,
time?
wow. We can hear you, Sarah. Wow.
Oh,
Uh,
fantastic. Great.
Dr. Dolly, um,
Okay.
you want to say a few words to Sarah before we get started?
Okay. Sarah, we welcome you to your $1 Billion Body show. And we are so very eager to have you here. And we can't wait for what you have for us today. So, what do you have?
So,
Okay, so good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me in your show. So I'm so excited to be part of it. Um, Maybe I quickly introduce myself. Is that okay? Maybe
that's fine.
Yes,
Everybody
go
wants
ahead.
to.
people don't know probably who I am. So I'm currently in Turkey, but I actually live in London. But I chose to be with my family, and also, thanks to technology, I can do my business anywhere in the
Well, we
world.
love
So
technology. We love
yes,
technology.
that's
Yeah.
why I can do my business online. So then I can connect with you too. And I am a nutritionist, kinesiologist, and I am also food for life trainer. So maybe some of you are listening, you met me before, like physically when I was in Nigeria. So I've been coming to Africa since 2016, but my first visit was 2013 to Nigeria. But that time I only studied your local food to understand how I could help Nigerian people eating the local food in order to prevent themselves and also even reverse lifestyle diseases by eating your own food. So it has been so successful, I have to say, because we've done quite a lot of studies on it and quite a lot of testimonials. So in Nigeria, Ghana, especially, and so it is working amazing. And then I'm happy to be part of this year to help customers more for their like health costs for 2000 2021, because I think we haven't had a great maybe year, but it's nothing to do like how we see things and we attract. So we are good as long as we keep ourselves positive, so we can boost our immune system.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sarah, on that. But what we want to find out, you have a program, a special program that's starting very soon. Do you want to share with us that program, that 30-day health restore program, restore your health program?
Absolutely. So basically, I will just tell you briefly this time because we are going to cover it another time in depth. Why it is called 30 days. So when I came to Nigeria first time, so I just didn't want to deliver my lectures and then leave the country. I wanted to really just see the result if people apply the knowledge into their life, and then also changing their lifestyle, then I wanted to see the result. So what I've done while I was in London, I was actually posting every single day the menu and also health tips. So when I went back to Nigeria, I was very surprised because I didn't know Nigerian people would really join that kind of like 30 days challenge and achieve the goals. But I started hearing people reverse high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol loss, like about from like 5 kg up to 10 kg, depends on the person. So the program is not about like losing weight. We are targeting the cellular cleanse. So the most of the diseases actually starts from the cellular level. It's not just if you have a diabetes, it's not about like the you are not you don't really produce enough insulin or too much of it. It is all about if you have too much fat in the cells, it's actually causing the insulin resistance. So that kind of things, I create the menu in order to tackle the problem and then cleanse your cells as well as to improve your function of the whole hormones and the organs. So then you are going to get the results in the end.
Wow. I want to bring Dr. Dolly in at this point just to comment on some of the things you mentioned, especially when you start talking technical like cellular. Oh, I need to bring Dr. Dolly in. Dr. Dolly, over to you.
Okay, Sarah, thank you so much for that. I like the fact that you mentioned that you're not a person that will just come into the country, give you a show and go. You love to see the results. You stay back to see the results, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, do you have testimonies from people who have actually used your menus and it's working for them?
Yeah, sure. So what I do is I actually ask people to still take their medication and actually consult their doctors before they start. So I'm talking about people who already have lifestyle diseases, because program is actually designed to help the people even young age or the any age basically. So because what we do, we've been actually living our lives exposed all the toxins and eating wrong type of food. So
That's
we
right.
accumulated quite a lot of the toxins, excess of hormones, so the fats around our organs and the cells. So we have to really do some kind of cleanse. So this cleanse is helping people to like a into cellular level because they have 70 trillions of cells. So because we forgot about them, most of the diet is all only targeting the loose fat or water, even though you are losing muscle. So we actually have people losing weight, healthy weight, and also they can actually rejuvenate the cells, and then your organs are going to function better. So that's why result people get result. They improve their sleep. They have more energy. So the exam pains or like arthritis basically. So if I had people who had like high blood pressure over 30
Okay.
years, so they reversed it basically. But I never ask people to come off the medication, so they have to go back to their doctors, and doctor will tell, okay, you don't need to take medication anymore because your high blood pressure is okay, or diabetes. So I work with them. And for diabetes, I say to people, I mean, we don't promise everybody is gonna get results within 30 days because everybody is individual and different. So it might take longer, but if they see the result going down, we ask them to continue the program until they get their desired result, basically. So everybody can actually join the program, doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not talking about, I haven't really worked people under 18, so because of
Okay.
the hormonal changes. But if you are like adults, and also if you have a problem with like a weight problem, low energy, if you want to improve your general well-being and health, so then you can join the program. So the whole family can join basically.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So now it's basically designed for people who have lifestyle diseases like hypertension, diabetes. And what about obstructive sleep apnea? Is a whole lot of problem over here, and invariably the patients will always ask you, "Is there anything I can eat or drink to make it be better?" Do you have any?
Okay.
Are they allowed to join the program as well?
Yeah, please do. Then you will get some experience as well. To be honest with you, when I first did it, I didn't know what result I was gonna get, and you get more than one result basically. So this is something like this is just for the general well-being, also having a better health. So for the sleep, I should say, of course, the food can help, and plus
Okay,
the changing the lifestyle slightly. So which means because the stress and people are thinking too much, they never switch off before they go to bed, or if they have
that's
the
right.
stress, it affects their breathing. So of course the everybody who did the program, their comment was like they can sleep like a baby now. They never had this much sleep before, or deep sleep.
Wow.
So kind of like you are really opening up the blockages, all the everything is actually flowing better around your body, your blood flow is better, and you get more oxygen into your brain. That's
To the
also,
brain.
yeah, because we are
Oh,
really working for entire body and also cells. That's why
okay.
it's like think about if you have the pipes and it's got blocked, and then how we can actually expect the water goes through. The same thing for our body. If we have the blockages all around the body and the cells, so we can't really get all the nutrients, the oxygen going in our body and the cells. That's why we actually feel tired most of the time. We crave more food. We think that we will get the energy from the food. Actually, we can create the energy like when we really open up all the blockages. That's why people have more energy. It doesn't matter they are 60 or 70. I have clients like they started doing exercise when they are 70. They couldn't do it like 30, 40 years because of the exam pains and the high blood pressure. So yeah, I I mean, I'm sure when you really join, like people who are on who are watching, So then you will really get your result, and it's not difficult. We are using the Nigerian food as medicine. So what you mentioned earlier also, either we eat our food as medicine or we are going to eat the medicine for food. So that's why our approach, food as medicine, has to be more local. That's why people actually enjoy the program.
Wow. Oh, I must say this is fantastic. What you're saying is very good because from what I gathered, the food challenge is a holistic thing from head to toe, takes care of the whole body, and that's fantastic. And now, someone who is watching this program might wonder: is this food challenge, is it pocket friendly? How can the average Nigerian afford to be? Yeah, is it
Okay,
pocket friendly? Yeah.
fantastic. So luckily, I am experienced to be in Nigeria, so I could see what people were eating. So basically,
Okay.
Nigerian people, especially people in Lagos, because they have very kind of like busy lifestyle. I don't know about
Yeah.
these, but they used to when I came. So people used to go to the supermarket to get their food, but unfortunately, I always say the local food is your medicine, not the food you get it from the supermarket, and you pay
That's
more
right.
and you get less nutrients. But we know that the food from the supermarket, most of them actually not from really Nigeria. So you actually get things are not grown or in season, so you are actually
Mhm.
paying more money. So I always advise people to go to local market. And I had people coming to my classes. They were saying, oh, so the healthy eating is expensive. But I was asking them, how about having some banana with for example, some tiger nuts, or just put them together. It doesn't really cost you a lot, and you get more benefits by eating them. Instead of getting packaging food, you pay even more, but you get
That's
the
right.
empty calories and more toxicity in your body. So that's why all these things building up and causing even some kind of like a lifestyle diseases in the future. So yeah, it is pocket friendly and it's
Okay.
healthier, and yeah, you are going to also save money from your paying your medication, I believe, because people in Nigeria, they pay their medication from their pocket.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I know most of the viewers will love to hear that. And I know it's good news for them. Another one is maybe some people will like to join and they don't have any lifestyle disease. They just want to feel healthy or maybe lose a pound or two. Is it advisable for people to join?
I have like people didn't really have any lifestyle diseases, and but what they said is they had more energy, so they actually like they became more flexible, they can do the exercises better. And also if they needed to lose some weight, they can lose from 2 kg if they are a slim person. I'm not saying everybody loses 5 to 10 kg, because some
Okay.
people would like to get rid of the toxins, because we shouldn't really think we have the fat to really shed off. We have the toxins. They're also actually causing the problem mainly, not just fat. So yeah, everybody can. It doesn't matter how old they are, as long as they are adults. I don't really do it for children, but I have a different program for children. But this
Okay.
program is for adults and any age. If you want to. By the way, if
Yeah.
anybody wants to look younger,
Okay,
the
sir,
skin is
I think
for
there's
young.
something happening with either there's something happening with your connection. I think it might be you. Yeah, there's maybe it's okay now. It's okay now.
Yes, it's better now.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
we can hear you now.
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
No, no, I was just saying, even the young ladies, they are actually kind of like afraid of getting like acne, or if they want to improve their skin conditions or
Mhm.
looking actually younger, so they can. This is also improving them. like a skin, as well as the losing the weight, having energy, and sleep better, and also reducing some stress, because we are putting too much stress in our body when we actually eat the wrong type of food as well.
Ladies,
Okay.
ladies, I know I'm outnumbered here. Do you mind if I comment on a few, ask you a few questions? Because there's some questions that's come in. Yeah. The first question that came in is, when is the 30-day challenge starting? And I think, Sarah, I think we said next Friday. Did we say next Friday? Is that right?
Yes, we did.
Next Friday. So I think this the first day of it will be Saturday, but I think the introductory, you're doing a slow introduction to the. Am I
Mhm.
right? What is it?
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about the introduction before we get started. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I want to make sure everybody really understand before we start, because
Mm,
I can't really come there to do my workshops physically. So I
mm.
want to really do some little bit of like an educational part of it. So why we are doing it and what are the steps? Would you like me to tell you the steps? But if I start, then people would like to know like in
Well,
depth.
just a quick summary, because obviously we just want a quick summary, because that
Sure.
can
Okay.
that can understand why is it that they would join. I mean,
Sure.
Dr. Dolly's mentioned already. I tell you one thing. I think I'm going to join it this time, and
Please
because
do.
the reason why is because, not because I have any health challenges.
Mhm.
I just want to feel better than I feel now. I want to add value to myself now. I want to add value to myself, and adding value to myself is not just reading. It's also from a health point of view. When you feel good, everything. If you feel good inside, everything happens for you. So
You're more
I think
productive. Yeah.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah, you
and
become more productive. That's true, and
I
your
think
Yeah.
brain function is getting
I
better.
think we've got to be careful
That's
when
right.
we've got to be careful when we kind of like say it's for people with lifestyle illnesses, because no, but a
Mhm.
lot of people want to protect themselves. COVID-19 is here. We've got to protect ourselves. 90% of people that unfortunately die from COVID-19 have lifestyle illnesses before
Yeah,
COVID-19 knocks on the door.
That's right.
If we don't know when COVID-19 is going to knock on the door, because we don't know when someone is going to cough on us, or when we're going to pass somebody, or whether whatever. But what we know is, if our health is good, we've got a fighting chance. And I believe
That's
that
right.
everybody on this program should actually sign up. Everybody that sees should sign up, because it's good for your body to have a detox for at least once a year, at least once or twice a year. We go on, listen, when you drive a car, which is not even as precious as our body, yeah, in Nigeria, you can service your car like 3 or 4 times a year, yeah. So
That's
why are
right.
we servicing our body? Yeah. So I think
yeah,
it's important. Anyway, over to you. So you're going to say a few words about that. Yeah.
yeah,
About
absolutely. So, but I really invite all the adults who would like to really improve their health. It's not what we said is true. So we are not here to really help only people who had the lifestyle diseases. But I urge those people, if you had the lifestyle disease already, then you should really take action straight away. Don't even wait one more day for it. And then
That's right.
good news about the program, we always targeted the immune system, because the what you are going to eat is going to really kind of like boost your immune system more, cleanse your blood more. So if the I mean, because we don't know when we are going to catch or how we are going to catch, but if you have the very strong immune system, you are not going to really get that, or you are going to have very mild symptoms or not. But I'm sure everybody is going to get benefit of the program when you join. So the program, actually, we will follow 4 steps. So 4 steps covering, the first one is plant-based. So when I say plant-based to people, they say already, oh no, I'm not joining, because if there is no any chicken meat or just fish, then I'm not eating. But good news, this program is not, I'm not doing it first time, so it's already been proved, and then we improved the recipes a lot. So it is really like you can still enjoy the food every single day you eat. So the why it is plant-based, because the animal product has got more hormones in it and the cholesterol, and plus there is no fiber in any animal products, zero fiber basically. So that's why if you want to eliminate more or cleanse your body more, you need more fiber. These are the reasons we are actually avoiding the animal products. But I will tell you more when we cover the 30 days challenge. I explain it even in depth. The second one is we are eating the good fat. So the good fat means we target eating everything with the fiber, with the whole thing, like a whole food. For example, so you have the groundnuts already. So I see people eating it as a snack, but I also see people using groundnut oil. So that when you actually extract the oil from the groundnut, so you are actually getting 100% fat if you drink it raw. But unfortunately, I see people using the oil to cook their food. Like, for example, when you saute onion, garlic, ginger, these are the things you start with. So the every plant-based oil, when it, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry, okay. Every plant-based oil, when it's heated, it actually causes oxidation. Oxidation is your toxin you are putting into your body in the first place. You probably know benefits of garlic, ginger, and onion. So I'm gonna tell you more in next time. But these are like antibacterial, antifungal, antibiotics. Like, it's very important for your immune system, yeah. But when you actually cook it in the toxic oil, unfortunately, you are not getting the medicine, you are getting toxin from them. I hope everybody is following me well. Which
That's
means
right.
you start cooking with the oil and you make all your food turns into toxin rather than medicine. Do you get? And we think that, oh, we are eating like we cook at home, so we eat healthy. But if you are actually using the oil to cook your food, then you are actually poisoning it, unfortunately. So that's why we avoid using the liquid oil to cook the food and even drink it. So what we do in our recipes, we use the groundnuts as it is. We use the coconuts, chunk coconuts, not the coconut oil. So we are using nuts, seeds. These are your good fat, and avocado. So avocado is one of the fruits you can even get protein in it. So the plant-based people might say, where I am going to get my protein from. So one of the substitute, it could be your avocado. Of course, we have the beans, all the nuts, and seeds has got also protein in it. And then, yeah, all the legumes we actually advise. I think yeah. The third one, I ask people to have the low glycemic index of carbohydrates. So why we do that? So all the processed food people get it from the supermarket, like for example your white rice. So that you are getting 90% sugar, and some of them also bleached, which is your toxin. So you are not getting enough fiber and nutrients. That's why people have stress and depression a lot, because it's depleted with all the B vitamins, which is really important the function of the nervous system. So this is the one actually the kind of example for the low glycemic index. So I give you an example between sweet potato and Irish potato. So we advise people to have sweet potato instead of Irish potato because of the glycemic index. The Irish
Index.
potato is high and the sweet potato is lower, like yam and sweet potato, almost in the same group. So good news, if you are using Salad Master and then choosing the right type of food, but you know that you have this uh, three-course culinary basket, if you are aware of it, of course, the one they cook the yam in it. So that will make your low glycemic index food even less starchy. So I always advise people to cook their food in it in order to get rid of excess of the sugar. For example, if you are going to have the yam porridge, please don't really cut it and then put it in the sauce. You got to do that process in order to get more benefit and less sugar. Like you have to de-starch it, then add it into your sauce. So some of the like recipes we improve with the chefs. So I am not a chef, but I work with Nigerian chefs how we can actually kind of make your food as medicine using the also amazing salad master cooking system. And I can give you more example, but maybe I move on quickly. The fourth one is the um, high fiber. So the people think that, oh, I'm eating some fruits, I'm eating some vegetables. I'm sure I get enough, fiber. But people still have problem with the constipation, or people actually don't eliminate enough. They pile up things around the belly, and then some people get bloated after they eat and feel tired. So the reason is because you are not really getting enough fiber. Then in order to get rid of, like, a fiber helps you to get rid of excess of hormones, excess of fat, excess of toxins, and the carcinogen and undigested food. So if you had, like, the meat, it takes time to really remove it from your system. That's why we ask people not to have animal products, because there is no fiber from the things. That's why your people are having like more colon cancer in America or around the world. It
That's
shows
right.
that people really eat more kind of like animal products and less fiber, than they will have the issue, because it will cause after a while it will cause some toxicity around your gut. So that will actually cause the issue as well. So yeah, all the recipes is designed to give you all the things your body needs, like 40 grams of fiber in a day. And I give you one example why we are also targeting 40 grams, because people might be thinking, oh, how we can actually lose weight, like because there is no calorie counting, or we don't really just the kind of portion control. So you eat as much as you like until you are full. So how we are feeling full? Because we are getting the right nutrients and we are getting the fiber. So then when you eat the food, you are more satisfied. So you don't really need to eat too much. So for example, if anybody eats breakfast in the morning, I know I heard people 2 hours later they are feeling hungry, they crave something before lunchtime. So what they do, they are probably eating more kind of like as biscuits or sweets or something to really keep them going. So the way we actually help people, when you have your breakfast, so you are not going to feel hungry till lunchtime. So we give you right nutrients, the fat and plus the fiber. So that's why people actually get benefit. So these are the 4 steps. But if you want to learn and understand more, so that when we do the next one, so I'm going to explain it to you more. Maybe you prepare your questions for the next time.
Okay.
Is yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, so what I'll say is thank you very much, Sarah. I just want to just stress that the program is a free program. They all they need to do is register for the program, and what we want them to do is on the registration just to share with you any concerns they might have or any things they want to benefit. They want benefits from the program, what it could benefit, how it can benefit them, and then also the program is for 30 days. The induction is on Friday, next Friday, a week from today, and the program starts from Saturday, and then Saturday 30 days counting. And it's for, like you said, for people over 18 or over. Yeah, so they have to be adults. And obviously, it's for people that have lifestyle diseases and those that don't. And there's a question saying, if does it can it help anyone with fertility at all? Challenges going on something like this? It can. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, first, because I have clients like who had problems with fertilizing. So yeah, because it is also changing the hormones, like because we are removing excess of the hormones, it's the causing the issue, and also we are improving the blood flow for men and women, so it will gradually help them as well. But if it's something like more complicated, I can talk to that person. But yeah, I saw the improvement on that.
Dr. Dolly, I think we probably have to bring you in on this. Can the diet help you with the fertility of problem?
Most definitely. Diet has a great role to play in fertility issues because most of the food we eat now and the ones we buy off the supermarket shelves are already impregnated with so much hormones. And when you take that in for a long time, it affects your own natural hormones because the way nature made it, these hormones are supposed to be at they have a level that they can get to. You don't just pour everything in just because you need some hormones to conceive, and when it's too much, it kind of distorts the natural flow of the hormonals necessary for pregnancy, so it can be a bit of a problem.
Great, great. And what about for men in men's side? Because there's a certain age when men start having challenges. Can diet help on that side?
Okay. I actually covered this. I mean, I shouldn't probably tell because it's something like people need to be aware of it. It's the erectile dysfunction. So the erectile dysfunction happens people who have high blood pressure, diabetes, even maybe other lifestyle. It's still diseases and stress, but it is all about the blood flow issue. So this program definitely improve people, and also the food combination we are giving people. They say to me it is kind of like a natural aphrodisiac, and it's a good thing. Your tiger nuts is amazing ingredient for my
That's
smoothies.
right.
So when you combine it with the right type of food, so you get more benefits even like in a short time. So it will improve their hormones and the blood flow basically.
Wow. Dr. Dolly, do you want to just shed some light on that from a medical side? I love this show because
Guys.
I love this show because you know what? We have the nutritionist, we have the medical advice, and the two are merging together, the synergy. Dr. Dolly,
Yeah.
what about
I can see the synergy already. So yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, I second what she said because tiger nuts, dates also, in addition to dates, they are known to improve sperm motility and sperm count. That one is scientifically proven. Yes, it's scientifically proven. So now it's a great thing to incorporate it into the diet so that men who has any erectile dysfunctions also can gain. So I think it's beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, and the other thing I'll say, Sarah, is I like the fact that you said that all the food that you're going to be working with is from Nigeria, so
Yeah.
we're not
Beautiful.
having to get too much foreign food, which is not grown locally, because obviously there's this local issue, isn't it? If the food is grown too far, we
Yeah.
lose some of the value of the food. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when it travels and how they handle the food and how long they actually keep it. And the one thing about supermarket, they get the product 6 months before they put it on the shelf. Like because I actually live in London, so because when I compare London and Turkey, it's completely different because we hardly grow things in London. I mean, in London means like in UK. But I see actually sometimes I actually pick banana. It's like a frozen, which means they just gotta get them out of the freezer and put it on the shelf for us to get it as a kind of like a piece of fruit, but there is no nutritional value. So that's why when you really kind of think about the local food, because you have sun, it's actually grows, and if it's ripened, sometimes even better, because what they do, they pick the things like before it ripens because they don't want it to
That's
go
right.
off quickly, and they spray, of course, like a herbicide, pesticide. I talk about it. Maybe in the future we introduce to the cancer prevention and survival program as well. But these things actually also spoiling everything. You are putting more toxins in your body. There is
That's
no
right.
nutrition. You only eat chop. I learned it in Nigeria.
Oh
So
my
the chaff
God.
is not going to save your life basically. So you really need those nutrients. That's why we always focus on eating from the local
Seasonal
markets
fruits that are
and the
locally
seeds.
grown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So,
So yeah,
so,
I give it. So
so made in Nigeria. We struggle to have things made in Nigeria, but now you're saying that the food made in Nigeria is good quality food. I take it, yeah.
yes,
And then, one thing I like about Dr. Dolly, I know it's probably your first time meeting Sarah, but one thing I like about Sarah, when she came to Nigeria, you know what she said to me? I want to go to your market. I said, market. So we took her. I said, it's a bit dangerous to go to the market. I said, no, I said, why don't you go to our supermarket? She said, no, 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 no. The food, I want the natural food grown. And,
Great,
you know,
great.
we took pictures of Sarah in the market, and she was bargaining with the people in the market. How much a basket of tomato is? I was like, wow. And that's the
it's my
great thing about
first
this.
time in Nigeria. That yes. No, but
Really? That's great.
I am loving the how can I say the food is really lively. Like it's just so welcoming, and you just feel the like all the smell. And then when you put it in your body, can you imagine how lively and happy you are gonna become? So that's why for me, because I understand the locally food, and if it's organic, even better. But if it's not, your local food is still actually much better. Even the taste, you understand the difference. So yeah.
That's right. That's
There
right.
was
And the
one.
last thing about Nigerian food, you have wide variety of vegetables. Can I say something about people who are spoiling that nutrient by boiling it with water and throwing it into the sink, and again you are eating chaff. So that's why you don't really have strong immune system. That's your chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is going to cleanse your blood to also boost your immune system.
That's
Prevention for
right.
cancer, prevention for viruses, even malaria. So you have malaria people. That's why sometimes I think, being in Nigeria, how come you actually have lifestyle diseases, or how come you have this kind of problems? Because you have the food like
Yeah.
as medicine all around you, and of course down to the how you cook and prepare your food as well. It's
And
just
I'm glad you pointed that out, because, like we said, we go to the market, we get 100% of the nutritional value in the food. Food has value when you buy it from the local market,
yeah,
but you lose the value by doing certain things to the food. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful for our sponsors for the show, Salad Master, because
mm,
Salad Master is now educating and showing people how you can get that nutrition in the food, and fresh, as well in a cooked form. Which means that on average we're preserving 93% of the value in the food, and the value in the food is the nutrition in the food, and that has value. When you keep the value in the food, just like you're saying, syrup, then you can deal with a lot of problems that we're having today. And
yeah,
Nigerian food is the best food. Yeah. You know
yeah.
what? African
Very
food. Oh
delicious.
fuck. Some of my Ghanaian friends are getting upset now. You know what? African food is the best food. Yeah, we don't need to go. We
Nigerian
don't need.
jollof rice.
Exactly. But guess what? It's the best food if you take care of it. You take care of your food takes care of you. And that's it. And I think one of the things that we're also, this whole 30-day challenge is in conjunction with Dr. Dolly, Syrup, and also we're gonna have our very own Chef Jessica is going to become. So can you imagine the powerhouse for this 30-day challenge? Can you imagine the knowledge? Can you imagine the synergy? Can you imagine? Wow, it's going to be amazing. So anyone that's on this and anyone that's not on this that gets this shared with them, make sure you book on our 30-day program, which is the 30-day, what I say is restore your health program. And thank you, Sarah, for coming on the show. Yeah,
You're
we love
welcome. It
you
was
and we
a pleasure.
miss you. Yeah, and you know what? We appreciate you, and I'm going to hand over. And do you want to say a few words to your people? Just with 1 or 2 words to the people that are going to come on this 30-day challenge before we wrap up on the 30-day challenge.
Sure. So if you are still thinking whether you should really join or not, please don't even think, because this is a really great opportunity for you and for your family. Because if you really just encourage each other, especially for these days, like because we started probably cooking more because we can't really go out as much or become social. This is going to be a good learning curve for the rest of your life, and then you can actually, once you learn and then get the result, I'm sure you will actually do it once or twice a year. So please join.
And
Please.
remember, it's free. It's free. Do
Yeah.
you hear me? Free.
That's
Salad Master, we love you. Free. It's free. All you got to do is sign up, and then the rest is free. But one thing that has been asked is to start the program. Is there anything that they need in place to get this program started? To have a good 30-day program? Is there anything they need? Are you going to share that with them
There
on
will
Friday?
be some preparation beforehand. If everybody is starting next Saturday, like day one, so
Mm,
we are gonna make sure you will get the first 7 days of the menu.
mm.
Then you will actually do your shopping. So
Sorry.
prepare
Okay.
yourself.
And
So
one
yeah,
last.
we will announce
please, I'd like
it
to ask
probably two,
something.
3 days before. Yeah.
Uh,
So
Dr. Dolly,
when is the menu dropping so that the people can shop beforehand, before the program starts?
Yeah, and we are gonna send the menu 2, 3 days before, so they will actually
Beautiful.
print it out and prepare themselves what they are gonna cook. So
yeah.
then
Beautiful.
they will start, yeah, making breakfast, lunch, dinner at the same time.
Good.
There was one question I forgot to ask. It says, does non-organic food feed disease? I don't know whether you want to answer that question before you go.
Yeah, yeah, sure. What we
Does,
said earlier is if it's
did
not
you understand the
organic,
question? Did you understand the question? It
yeah,
says, does,
non-organic. Yeah, that's true. Like,
yeah,
which means non-organic means like you still have the fruits and vegetables, but we don't know how they actually been handled or grown. Like what
mm,
I said, is sprayed probably pesticides, herbicides, even the
mm,
GMO,
mm,
genetically modified.
mm, mm,
So these are actually putting more toxicity in your body and less nutrients. So yeah, that will actually feed the diseases. That's why we ask you to get the fruits and vegetables, the places you really know and trust. Please do your research. I'm not saying maybe every local market is the best, but what I saw so far, it was okay for me. So
mm.
because it looked very like fresh and stuff. But if you are not sure, please do your research so you can get your food, even if it's not organic, but if it's local, and then you can trust. Yeah, please choose that. Otherwise, you are gonna feed the diseases. Yeah.
Okay. I think one of the things that we've got to be careful with is I think sometimes non-organic, we don't understand what non-organic. I don't personally understand what non-organic means, but I think what it is we've got to be careful about how the food is prepared, how the food is created. Yeah, that's one thing. But I think sometimes, but there will be situations where in Nigeria, I think most of the food is organic, most of it, but I know some of it is non-organic. But I think as long as they're getting the best out of the food, that's another thing that we need to consider, because some people will not be able to afford organic food, and therefore that means that they have to just get what's
We have a
local. Yeah.
solution
You have a
for it.
solution? Okay.
If it's not, of course, it's some of them already sprayed, but not like some other countries they spray quite a lot because they import it.
Mm,
Um, I mean, they export it. Sorry.
mm,
So, but
mm.
if it's grown in your country and it's sprayed some of the things, you can actually soak it in the vinegar water.
Okay.
It can
Okay.
actually remove those toxicity from the surface. If it's especially the leaves are very thin, so you have to make sure you have to really soak it in the like a vinegar water. I can share the maybe
Okay.
how they do it.
All right.
Then when you wash it, so
Mm,
of course what you said is we don't want people to really give up eating the uh, like a fruits and vegetables because they think that's non-organic. but there's a way of cleaning and get rid of those pesticides and herbicides.
Okay. So thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you for coming on the show. Dr. Dolly, over to you. You want to say something to Sarah before she goes?
Oh yes, I'm so glad I met you today. I enjoyed this talk. I wish you can physically come to Nigeria and host this 30-day challenge. But nevertheless, we take it as we see it. Welcome on the show and thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me for your show. So I look forward to meeting you again soon.
So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Wow. That's a whole lot. At least one thing I took away from what she said is that if you are very suspicious of vegetables that you get in supermarkets, and you can actually soak them in vinegar and remove some of the toxins and synthetic chemicals that are spread on them. That's a good one.
I think you answered all you probably went through most of the stuff you were going to go through with syrup, didn't you?
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
So
that's fantastic. So, now, this is very great. Where do people, I know people are going to be interested, very much interested in this 30-day challenge. Where do they get to register? We'll let you know on how you're going to register, how you're going to get your menus and follow this 30-day program. Is going to be of immense health benefit and is a beautiful year to start the year 2021. Okay, so now, in conclusion of what we've started discussing today, that is, and how you feed your body's diseases unconsciously or unknowingly. So, in conclusion, you feed to fight disease and not to feed the disease itself in your body. So, when you reach for snacks and treats that is loaded with salt, sugar, or fats, they just contain loads and loads of calories and they won't give you any nutritional value other than momentary boosts in your taste buds. Most of this food have been stripped of actual nutrients and they were not designed to meet your nutritional needs in any way, no, but they're just there to fire up your taste buds. They feel good. They have a good feel in the mouth. They do. And they will actually make you crave for more. If you eat this way regularly, snacking on sweet desserts, food without nutritional values, getting your food or what you eat out from the supermarket shelves and boxes, like you heard our special guests, online guests say today, it is good for you to source your vegetables, your fruits, your food from the local market. That way it is seasonal, it is loaded with nutrients, and when you eat it, it hasn't lost its nutritional value. It gives you the added value, the nutrients you need to build your body tissues, to repair worn out organs, and to boost your immune system. And also, cooking also with good cookware, like Salad Master cookware, is fantastic. It preserves 93% of what you say. Whenever we say this thing, it looks like we're quoting stats or we're speaking English. No, it is actually real. And like what we say when we say that the taste of the pudding is in the eating, is only when you have experiences that you can know that there's really a difference between cooking with aluminum pots, cooking with steel pots, and cooking with Salad Master utensils. So what we advocate in this one is try eating seasonal whole fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds in their natural state. They are packed full of nutrients and everything the body needs. They are also easily absorbed by the body and they are familiar to our cells and organs. Foods that are processed, that are manufactured, that have been derived of its nutrients, the body don't recognize it and they are foreign to the body. And invariably, the body fights it by rejecting it, and sometimes, if not most of the time, it comes down as different diseases, including cancers. Now, but if you eat to feed the body instead of eating to feed the disease, the results will be in your radiant skin, your slimmer form, more energy and vitality to your body, and you become more productive. And most importantly, you become a healthier, happier you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr. Dolly. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Very good. And you know what? This show was a great show, and I love the synergy. I love the fact that we have nutritionists, we have dietitians, we have doctors, all talking together. You know, on this show, and I think this is one of the
experts like you.
You forgot about me. No, you forgot about me. I forgot about me. You know, Salad Master. Obviously, we're the sponsors of the show, and we really appreciate the doctors, the nutritionists, and the dietitians, because you guys are doing a great work. But we want to make your work much easier by making sure we preserve the nutrition. And remember, those of you that don't know Salad Master, please just look at our channel, look at our YouTube, go to our website, and anybody that wants to do the 30-day program, as Dr. Dolly's already said, yeah, we're going to send the information out over the weekend, and you get to register for the next 5 days, and then from there we get started on Friday. Yeah, so thank you very much, and thank you very much, Dr. Dolly. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tony.
Okay, and guys, remember, Dr. Dolly's show is every 2 weeks. We do it twice in 1 week, but it's every 2 weeks. And next week, we're going to be doing a induction for the 30-day challenge. And I'd like to thank you all very much in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world, because we are interested in changing your life. Yeah. And we say in Salad Master, change your cookware and change your life. Also change your food and change your life. So thank you. I'm going to finish off with this video. And this video, by the way, is about different foods. So if you can stay up, watch this video to the end, because it will show you the different foods and the nutrition you'll get from the foods. And remember one last thing, we're giving away 75 Salad Master machines in the next 75 days. Yeah.
Wow.
75 people. So over there, if you're going to be one of them, please in the chat tell us it's you, so that we can get you your Salad Master machine reserved. So thank you very much. And from the London studios, and we have from the Lagos Victoria Island studios, good night. And then
good night, everybody. And we can't wait to see you on our next program. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.